Welcome to the Spa Business Mastery Podcast. My name is Delia Taylor, and I am here with our monthly marketing podcast, Marketing with Delia. And I am also here with the lovely Kirsten Foss.
So happy to be here with you, and I love doing podcasts with you.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
We get to dive in and share, conversations, I guess, that we just have on a daily basis. We get to share with
And
them.
I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but we actually live on opposite sides of the country.
Yeah.
But we work together all the time. So, and sometimes we have, weeks where we don't actually get online because we're, heads down and working on our own stuff. So I'm happy to see Delia today because I've actually feel like I've hardly seen her for like a week or so. So this has
been busy. Yep, for sure. It's our, I miss my Kirsten time most definitely. But anyways, today we want to share this podcast that we're doing with you. It's called Maximizing Revenue, 5 automation features for your spa website to bring in more sales and bookings. So in particular, we want to talk about automations. You've heard us talking about automations before, but we want to talk about automations on your website that are available to you to help increase your bookings, your sales, your client retention. And we know that, marketing can be a little bit challenging for a lot of spa owners, in particular, just like with time and understanding kind of the nuances of what goes on behind the scenes. And we know that you already work hard enough. So what we want to do today is we want to be here to help you work smarter so that you can save time and focus on other parts of your leadership in your spa biz and your business development.
And if we don't have to work so hard in our businesses, we actually have a little bit more free time, like personal time. Yes.
Yep.
Right? Oh my God. So, the problem as a spa owner, we know we have lots of them, and we don't like to kind of focus on the problems, but it's really helpful to identify at least where the problems lie so that we can find some solutions. Now, when we're talking about website automation, the main issue what we see with the spa industry is that because spa owners wear so many hats, especially if you have a team, you literally don't have the time or the mental bandwidth to do a deep dive into marketing and all of the things that you could be doing with marketing, which puts a huge amount of pressure on you as a business owner. But, we're here to tell you it's understandable. And when you need to do something, you can just do a deep dive. So that's what today is about. So you wear a lot of hats, and, you're in this place where you probably, as far as website automation, you just don't know what you don't know. You may see some other spas websites have some of these automations and wonder, like, how does that work? So we're going to spell out 5 different automations so that, if you choose to do these automations, then you can, capture those missed opportunities in the form of missed bookings, missed e-commerce sales, and client retention. So, we need to look for places that we don't have to work so hard, and using automations is one of those places. So let's do a little deep dive in here about these 5 automations, Delia.
Okay. Now you may know that you have these automations. You may not know that you have these automations, but you likely do. Most platforms do. So I want to start off with the first one. First automation that is super important is your newsletter opt-in. So these are your website opt-ins where, you get the pop-up or you've got your newsletter sign up, and generally you're giving away, an offer in exchange for their email address. And it's the importance of doing this is building your subscriber list. We've talked about that so many times. Email marketing is like gold.
Well, yeah, there's like you literally have a pot of people that they already trust you, because most of the time spas have the emails they have are people have been to your spa already. So you're kind of, it's like an easier sell than it is social media.
And so when you set up a newsletter opt-in, there's a sequence of emails that kind of drip out, and it just helps to keep the consumer, the new person who's opted in the know about your spa. There's different strategies that we put into our opt-in sequence that we do. But it's a great way to automate getting new emails into your email list so that once they've gone through that automation, then they can move over into your main list. And now you've got an opportunity there to continually communicate with them via your email marketing. And anything else you wanted to add to newsletter opt-in?
No, I think that for the most part, I think a lot of spas have newsletter opt-in emails. We'll often see like 10% off your first order if you have a shop, that kind of opt-in. Either way, there's usually some sort of little exchange, whether it's a discount or like the first to get our specials, that kind of thing. But no, other than that, that's, yeah. And oh, I know. Now, your website, like there's more to it as far as newsletter email opt-ins, because you'll need an email platform if your website, like Squarespace has an email platform built into it. But if your website system doesn't, then you will need to have another piece of tech to do that. But what we're saying is that this is a way to automate something on your website.
Yes. Yeah. The next one that we want to cover is the website chat feature. So, you know, we've likely all seen a website chat feature, a little chat button on the bottom, you know, corner where you can, in real time, for the most part, chat with somebody. And this is actually a really great opportunity to have. You can set it up automated. There will be a point where, you know, somebody's going to have to reply to the client, but you can set up automated responses if you're busy. But it's a great opportunity for the clients or consumers that are coming onto your site, not maybe yet a client, or they could already be a client, and maybe they're having like some shipping issues. They're purchasing something on your site. Maybe they're having, you know, a problem with their booking, or maybe they just have questions about some of the services or products that you offer. And so this is a great way to get kind of, you know, a quicker answer than waiting for somebody to email you back. And it feels like it's in real time, and it helps that client kind of feel like they're connected to you and they can chat with you.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, like before the chat features on computer, it's similar to a client walking in off the street and saying, hey, I have a question.
Yes.
But it allows you to reach way more people because they don't have to be in your particular town.
Yeah. And there's lots of, you know, there's different chat features depending on the platform that you're on. You know, they're easy enough to set up and make those automations. And you just want to make sure that you do have somebody that can actually reply back with the answers.
Yeah, you'll be able to have like initial autoresponders on those chat features if you're not available. And you can easily set up the system so it answers very common questions. I'm sure you guys have seen this like with your Facebook page. You can do this with your Facebook page as far as like, what are your hours, or those kinds of questions. But other than that, eventually you want to be available for that chat feature so that, you know, you are capturing in real time, like Julia said.
Exactly. Perfect. I think we had one of our clients set up a chat feature, and within, you know, an hour, I think she had her first e-commerce sale, right?
Yeah. So, like if you're cash strapped and need money, you need to be available on your chat feature. You need to be available via email, reaching out to people. Hey, how's your skincare doing? Do you need a, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then the third one that we have is the abandoned cart nurture sequence. So this is for those who have an e-commerce store. You've got your products online and clients can purchase. So a lot of times, I don't know, I've got my my Amazon app, my cart is full, let me tell you. And but I haven't purchased anything. I'm a collector of things. But your clients may, you know, come to your site, go to purchase their products. Maybe they forgot to check out. Maybe they got distracted. Maybe they're a little bit unsure. And they kind of, you know, they leave it there. So when you've got an abandoned cart nurture sequence, it can help to remind them, reassure them, you know, depending on what your email sequence says. But generally, you want to try and entice them to make that purchase. And generally, you give them a little bit of a kickback for it. So you could say, hey, you know, we saw you got your cart full. Did you, you know, was there something that you missed, or did you need help? You know, here's a 10% off for your next purchase.
But you don't have to give a discount.
You don't have to. You know, it's just one of the options. Yeah.
You could just have it as like like Delia said, any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help.
Yeah. And, obviously this is a great way to recover lost sales. Generally, your website will actually have analytics on this, and it's amazing. It'll be
Oh,
incredible
yeah.
to see how much opportunity you can miss, because it will show you that. And then, once you get your nurture sequence set up properly, you'll notice an increase in those abandoned carts.
Absolutely. It's a bit,
Yeah.
I know we went into the back end of one of our clients specifically to look at their abandoned cart, and we were like, oh my gosh, there's actually a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of people that have abandoned their carts.
I think
And
it was consistently every month, like $5,000+ in lost potential revenue, and that changed drastically once the
yeah,
abandoned cart was set up.
yeah. So if you have a shop and you have not set up your abandoned cart, this is like the first thing to go check out is in the back end of your website to see how many people every month have stuff in their cart.
I know Shopify's got a good little dashboard for
Yeah,
that.
they really do. All right, number 4, as far as automation, is after purchase emails for reviews.
Mhm.
So again, reviews, we've talked about reviews, they're social proof. Basically, that means that, consumers have made a review about your product. And the way that reviews are set up these days, like with Google, Yelp, all of those kinds of things, um, consumers know, and that's often the first place they go when they found a new business that they might think they might try. They go check out the reviews. Now, it's one thing for services, but I think a lot of you as spa owners, if you have a shop, you've forgotten about the reviews of your products. And
Mhm.
this is particularly what we're talking about in terms of website automation is if somebody's purchased a product from your website, to have a email come back at a certain time frame that asks them how's it going, and here's a link to leave a review. So and a review on your website, so in the shop on that actual product.
Mhm.
So you'll probably need, you'll need something like Shopify or like WordPress and WooCommerce. You'll likely need you'll need to have your Google reviews set up and all that kind of thing. And also I believe they'll probably need a plugin for those product reviews.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah, but having an email follow-up with a link to make those reviews will as they build over time, exponentially helps sell more product because you've got that social proof backing it up.
Absolutely.
And finally, number 5 for automations are re-engagement emails. Now, a re-engagement email is just simply like, and you probably have gotten them before. So it's been like maybe 4 to 6 months after your last treatment somewhere, and they send you an email saying, "Hey, we missed you. We know life gets busy. Maybe you'd like to come visit us back." So again, like Delia said earlier, sometimes people just forget, it's not top of mind. And then having a re-engagement email sent to them is like, oh, right, it's just a little reminder.
Mhm.
I would also recommend that you put in a little bit of copy in there that if something went wrong, if they
Mhm.
weren't happy about something, to directly contact the spa manager or the spa owner, that you really do want to know these kinds of things so that you can fix them and that they don't just you have this attrition of clientele.
Yeah.
You will likely if you've got booking systems like Booker, Mindbody, Mevo, I'm not sure if Square does this, but often you can pull a report for inactive clients,
Mhm.
and send out the re-engagement email from that. Like, if it's a time frame of clients that haven't been in from, January and February, they'll capture all of those automatically and create an email for you. Um, there are definitely techniques about crafting a re-engagement email. You don't want to make them feel bad about not coming. You want to be understanding. So I always like to say, hey, we understand life gets busy. Maybe you just forgot to book your next appointment, and here we are a few months later. So it's really just about encouraging and staying positive about that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can do like more of an incentive similar to the abandoned cart. as far as like, here's 10% off, 15% off to come visit. Totally depends on what your cash flow is like, how booked you already are. You certainly don't have to give a discount, but it does help to bring them back in a little bit more. And then it's your job to make sure you or your team members are either pre-booking them for their next appointment, or you are at least explaining to them when they're due back, so that you don't have that long time frame again.
Yeah.
All right. So just to review, there are 5 automations: your newsletter opt-ins, your website chat feature, abandoned cart nurture sequence, after purchase email for reviews, and re-engagement emails.
Yes, love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that's a real audio. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love
Why
it.
do I love it? Exactly. I love it because automation, they give you systems and structure to support, your business and capture missed opportunities. And you can set it up in a way that it won't give you another thing on your to-do list. So as a spa owner, remember, we say this a lot, Kirsten says this a lot, systems are your self-care. So the more you automate, the more you get your flows in order, the less work you have to worry about, doing.
Yeah, the less you have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, people, waking up in the middle of the night going, oh my God, what about this? Oh my God, what about that? Oh, I should do this. And oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, systems are self-care for spa owners. They help clear the mental clutter so that you can sleep at night and enjoy your summer, right?
Sleep with ease, enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So, okay. So if you have been listening all the way to the end, yay for you. We're so glad. And that means that you are serious about learning about how to make your life easier as a spa owner and spa leader, and in terms of generating more bookings and sales and capturing those lost opportunities. So if this has totally piqued your interest and you realize this is a priority on your to-do list for your marketing, but you don't, this just kind of swims around your head and makes you feel confused, then we urge you to reach out to us. This is what we do, and we do it because we understand spa owners just don't have this in their wheelhouse. It's often the deep dive to learn it is just too time consuming. So we're here to help. We're here to make life easier for you, dear spa owner. So if this is something that is on your list, then the next step for you to do is to reach out to Delia to book a get acquainted call with her. She'll be able to take a look at your website and assess and give you feedback in terms of which of these automations are a priority for you, especially what's going to give you the most bang for your buck, right? So yeah, if you have, if that's something that you'd like to do, you can reach out to Delia, Delia, at kirstenvoss.com, or you can reach out on any of our socials and just either DM us or leave us a message on a post, and we'll be happy to support you with that. All right. That's it for Spa Business Mastery. Give us a follow if you haven't already. I've been loving connecting with spa owners this month, and they've all been telling me, I've been listening to all your podcasts. So I know that what we're doing, Delia, is helping other spa owners. It's inspiring other spa owners. And really, that's what fills us up with this work. We're not in the treatment room anymore. We're happy not to be in the treatment room, but we're also equally thrilled to be serving you in a different way, so that you can serve your clients at a higher level.
Yeah, this is my heart. So that's what I love doing.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. The next Spa Business Mastery will be a spa business / leadership topic. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and we'll see you next time.